Presenting the Northwest Bank Wildcat News with Bolt News Director Alex Solzman. News from the Humboldt schools presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank. Now, here's Alex.
Welcome to Wildcat News on KHBT, brought to you by Northwest Bank. I'm your host, Alex Salzma. In this morning, we have Humboldt High School Guidance Counselor Shelly Powers in the studio. And Shelly, thanks for stopping in this morning.
Sure, not a problem.
And today we are talking about two important topics, particularly for our students who are planning on attending college once they graduate. We'll talk about college planning and financial aid, so take it away.
All right. Well, I first off want to let everybody know that we will have the experts from I Can Succeed organization out of Des Moines as our main office. They have multiple offices now throughout Iowa, which is nice for all students across the state of Iowa. So they are going to come to our high school at 7 to 6 will be the college planning, and then the financial aid will be from 7 to 8 on October 13th. So that's a little different than what we've done in the past. So we typically do the college planning first, and then a few months later we tend to do the financial aid night. But they are going to do it all in one, so people who would like to come to either or both, they are certainly welcome to. So I'm just going to highlight a couple of things because I don't want to give away their presentation coming up. So one of the things that when students are new to the district or they are new to our building, like say freshmen, they don't always start thinking about the college planning process or even what they are going to do after high school. I realize that not everybody is going to go on to college, but for those that are, there's certainly things that they want to take and put in place, and there are certainly things that for students that are not planning on going to college, what is their next step? And all of those start taking place while they're at the high school. So they want to start developing and establishing good relationships with their peers, with the teachers in our buildings and everybody else that works in our building. And what does that look like? Because that's going to be in every aspect of their life. And so they want to start doing that as soon as, they get into the high school. And that will help them be more successful life after high school. There definitely is that connection between developing good habits while they're in high school and carrying on into their adult life. So one of the other things that they can start doing here while they're in high school is study. And it's amazing that students think, oh, I might have 4 years, or I'll get to that later, and sometimes that later doesn't always take place. So try not to be huge procrastinators. And there's also lots of things to take place in the high school for supports if they have any questions so they can become better students and be more successful in that arena. Another thing they want to start doing is asking questions. If you don't understand, it's a really good idea to ask your professors, ask your peers, ask the office, anybody in the building to get the answer that they may need. And the huge thing is, what are you going to do after high school? You need to start saving. So whatever that plan consists of, you need to have a game plan in place, and it's never too early to start that process. And part of that saving, you can certainly look into more the financial planning part of it, but you can also look into not only real work experience, where students would certainly make a paycheck to work towards what their plan is after high school, but also it will allow them to make those connections. Another thing is you want to be responsible. Take responsibility for yourself and for what you're in control of, and try not to let the other aspects in the world interfere with what you need to do and the goals you want to take.
And you said it's never too early to start thinking about it, but when do you see is the age or the grade where students really start to approach you wanting some advice and wanting some ideas about what they can do?
I think it really depends on the type of individual and the experiences that the student has had up to this point. Some are geared right away. They know what their game plan is moving forward. And some, they still are in that exploration process. So again, while they're in that exploration process, utilize the tools that they have available at the high school, utilize the internet, talk to people, do some research, do some volunteer time. That is huge for not only to get the experience, but also for, it's great on college applications and for scholarships.
I'm with Shelley Powers, Humboldt High School guidance counselor. We're talking about college planning and financial aid. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more Wildcat news right after this, brought to you by Northwest Bank.
Hi, this is Julie Clendenin with Northwest Bank. Northwest Bank is proud of its partnership with the Humboldt Community Schools. Northwest Bank supports Wildcat academics and athletics and wishes the players, students, and parents continued success. Commitment you can bank on isn't just a slogan, it's the way we conduct our business to meet the needs of our customers. We offer great rates, great products, and superior service. Whether you're buying a house or shopping for a new car, come experience the difference. Northwest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Wildcat News on KHBT, brought to you by Northwest Bank. My guest this morning is Shelley Powers, Humboldt High School guidance counselor. And Shelley, when people are thinking about this process, what are some things that they need to do? What's a checklist of things that they should be doing?
Well, one of the things is that if they go to the iCanSucceed.org, that's a really good resource available for students and for parents, and it does create a checklist, a month-by-month checklist for each grade level. So that's a nice place for students to start. But also I'll just do a quick recap for seniors. This is kind of the big year for them to get things in place. So one of the things that they need to start doing, they need to, what is their plan after high school? And if it does consist of college, what colleges are they going to go to? And have they made any connection at that college? Have they gone on a college visit? Because that's so important, because you want to be able to feel comfortable in the place that you're going to live for the next couple of years. And you want to make sure that it has everything to offer that you're looking for in a college. So I cannot emphasize enough that it's really important to go on those college visits and make those connections at the college that they plan to attend. Another thing is they need to start, when they look at the colleges, what are they looking for? What is it, academics? Are there extracurricular activities involved? What type of dorms? What type of basic campus life that they would like to have and experience while they're at college aside from their academics? And do they have the programs offered that they're looking to go into? And what ones would be like the dream college of choice, and what would be the ones that would be okay, and what ones would they really not want to attend? So kind of when you're making those checklists of the colleges, kind of formalize a plan. What is it that you're looking for? What's your game plan to get there? And everything that you would like to have the college itself offer. Another great thing is to attend a college fair. Iowa Central just had one not too long ago, and there will be another one that Algona sponsors in the spring, typically around March, so that would be a good time to go, and that's a really good opportunity for kids to just go and see all the different colleges available. They're all in one place, one time, and they can see what they have to offer, get a lot of information in a short period of time. Seniors will then need to apply for financial aid, and they will start doing that at July 1, but prior to that, they will need to apply for a PIN number. They and their parents will need to gather a PIN number so they can fill out that financial aid form online.
What are the 5 steps of applying for financial aid?
One of the things is that they want to, first they need to fill out the FAFSA, and they need to get that PIN. And there will be a workshop after January 1 throughout the state of Iowa that they can also go and access. Like I know last year the closest one was in Fort Dodge in February, so I'll let that information out when I have that information available. And that's really just a workshop where they can go, they can bring all of their financial aid information, and they have the experts there to help fill them out if they have any questions. So that's one nice thing that they need to do. And this is new this year too. On the college applications, the students do need to declare a major in order for them to qualify for their financial aid. So I know that that's a new piece of information that's out there, brand new. they'll want to contact the financial aid office at the college that they plan to attend and see if there's any scholarships or work-study programs or anything that they would have available for them to help with that financial process. Continue to do internet searches for scholarships. Contact the department. Sometimes even though you contact the colleges itself, if you contact the department, they may have some scholarship opportunities available to you as well. And another thing, like if you have a special talent or something that you could bring to the table, again, sometimes even the clubs and organizations or the community members might have, some funds available, so it never hurts to cross all the bridges. And that's about it.
That was Shelley Powers, Humboldt High School guidance counselor. A lot of great information today. Thanks for coming on Wildcat News and sharing that.
Not a problem.
That's been Wildcat News on KHBT, brought to you by Northwest Bank.
This has been the Northwest Bank Wildcat News Program, presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank.